really down for like a couple months. Really down on myself, life, work, existence, and just feeling really, really low. And my half sister, whom I was speaking with on the phone, she was like, you know what? If you're feeling so down, like, why don't you just try a dating site, just see what's out there, and just maybe give yourself a little confidence boost. So I was like, oh, okay, why the hell not? I'll try anything once. So I decided to go on Plenty of Fish, and I had a couple people, messaging me, nothing that I was too interested in, and there was this one dude who seemed really, really interested in me. He was a bit older than me. He was 10 years older than me, which is older than I've ever gone for before. And, he was, we got along, we seemed to get along pretty well. Everything was cool. He seemed really gung-ho about meeting. Turns out he lived like 10 blocks away from the office I was working at. So he suggested, I'll, come over one night after work. We'll have some drinks. I'll make you dinner. We'll smoke some pot. Everything will be fine, kind of thing. So, I'm thinking, okay, why the hell not? And so I decided, after work, I, got all dressed up and, took a cab over there because it was a warm, sunny day. I didn't want to be all gross on the way up there. Mm-hmm. So I get there and, again, long story short, we, met, had some drinks, just kept drinking as the night went on. No dinner was had for quite a while. I got there, I think, about 6. Probably around, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I was like, okay, I have had too much to drink. I physically cannot get home under my own power. Like, this is not, like, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. So I had the sense to phone 2 of my very close friends. One of them was my roommate. The other one was, Carrie. Mm-hmm. And I said, like, hey, this is where I am. This is who I'm with. This is what time I have to be at work in the morning. So call me at 6 a.m. and just make sure I'm alive. And I was saying this as a joke. Yeah. So, I let them know what was going on. And, the night progressed. We, again, had more drinks, started making out with the dude. He said, flat out, I want to have sex with you. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, do you have a condom? And he said, no. And I went, well, then we can't have sex. But I can do this. So I gave him oral sex. Everything was happy, smiley, great, blah, blah, blah. I went to the bathroom and I went, okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. I am, I can't function anymore. I can't even see straight. I'm going to bed. I went to bed, in my jeans and my shirt that I was wearing. I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning, rolled out of bed, went, oh my God, I feel just awful, and ran to the bathroom, vomited my guts out, vomited up spaghetti, which I don't remember eating, because I had not eaten anything before we started drinking. And as I was, being ill, and I went to the bathroom, and I went to, dry myself off, I was like, holy crap, am I ever in a lot of pain, in my lady parts. And I was like, and I kind of racked my brain for a bit, and was like, no, that's the last thing I remember. I went to bed with pants on last night. And so, I, kind of went back to the bed where the dude was sleeping beside me, and I looked at him, and I went, did we have sex last night? And he looks at me, and he laughs, and he goes, what, you don't remember? And I'm kind of freaking out at this point, and I'm like, if I remembered, I wouldn't be asking you this right now. Second of all, did you use anything? And the son of a bitch had the audacity to say, oh, no, I hope you're ready to be a parent. To which I proceeded to, freak the hell out, because I was just like, oh my God, pregnancy alone wasn't the only, thing on my mind. I'm thinking, this man could have any plethora of diseases, and I don't know. Yeah. Plus, I had no memory of it. So, I ended up basically laying in bed for another 2 hours, basically just killing time before I went to work, because I literally was a 10-minute walk away. Mm-hmm. So I felt very trapped, and I couldn't, because I couldn't go all the way home and then come back to work. I didn't have enough time. So I waited it out for a couple hours, got up, pulled myself together as best as I could, went to walk out the door. He was like, oh, call me. And I was like, yeah, goodbye. Slammed the door. And just basically sprinted the 10 blocks to work in excruciating pain. And the whole time I was like, okay, I've gotten drunk and done stupid things before, but never once have I had a blackout like this, nothing. And there was just, I remembered one thing, and then there was nothing. So I went to work, and I was really unsettled for the entirety of the day, and then I also got some extra unsettling news while I was there. At the time, my best friend's dad was dying. So I put my stuff on hold to go help him, and one of my friends drove me to the place, and I kind of turned to him, and I was like, so something happened last night, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. And, I told my friend about it, and he was like, well, if you don't feel good about it,